They called him Mad Jack. In an age of tanks, machine guns, and total industrial warfare, one man stepped onto the shores of France carrying a broadsword, a longbow, and a set of bagpipes. To some, it looked like madness. To the men pinned down beside him in the blood-soaked dirt of Normandy, it was the only thing that gave them hope. This is the story of Jack Churchill. Not the legend of his weapons, but the raw, unflinching courage of the man who refused to retreat when the world was falling apart. By 1944, the Second World War had hardened into something brutal and unrelenting. What began as sweeping campaigns had become a war of attrition. Hedgerows, ruined villages, fields churned into mud by artillery and armor. For the men on the front line, survival was no longer measured in victories, but in moments. One decision, one movement, one breath taken at the wrong time. In Normandy, the land itself seems to resist the living. Smoke hangs low over shattered farmhouses. The air is thick with the smell of cordite and damp earth. Visibility comes and goes with the wind, and the sound of gunfire never truly fades. It merely moves farther away, then returns without warning. It is here that a single soldier finds himself advancing when every instinct tells him to stay low. He is not shielded by rank or distance. He moves among his men, sharing their danger, exposed to the same fire. Orders are confused. Communications break down. Units become scattered, pinned in place by enemy positions hidden beyond the hedgerows. Men are wounded in open ground. Others are frozen by fear, trapped by fire they cannot see. Time stretches painfully as casualties mount and progress stalls. Every delay costs lives. Without waiting for instruction, he moves forward. He crosses ground swept by machine gun fire, knowing that each step may be his last. He reaches the wounded first, dragging them back to cover again and again, refusing to leave anyone behind. Each return trip exposes him once more. Yet he continues, not recklessly, but deliberately, with a calm that cuts through the chaos. When enemy positions threaten to halt the advance entirely, he acts. He leads assaults that break through where hesitation would have ended everything. His decisions are made in seconds, under fire, with lives hanging in the balance. Where others see only danger, he sees a path forward. Those around him feel it immediately. Fear loosens its grip. Momentum returns. Men who moments earlier were pinned down begin to move again, following him through smoke and gunfire. His presence steadies them. His actions give them permission to believe they can survive what comes next. The fighting grinds on for hours. The landscape is scarred beyond recognition. Hedgerows that once marked quiet boundaries between farms are torn apart, their roots exposed like open wounds. By the time the enemy positions are cleared, the ground has been taken, but at a cost that cannot be counted in yards or meters. When the noise finally fades, Normandy lies changed forever. Many will never leave these fields. Others will carry them for the rest of their lives. There are no celebrations here, only exhaustion, grief, and the quiet realization of what has been endured. He does not speak of heroism. He does not seek recognition. In his mind, he has simply done what the moment demanded. The idea that history might pause to remember him seems distant, almost irrelevant. Yet word of his actions spreads. Those who witnessed it understand that something rare occurred that day. Not an act of bravado, but of sustained courage. The kind that does not arrive in a single dramatic instant, but is chosen repeatedly, despite fear, despite danger, despite the certainty of loss. Long after Normandy, others will write of that day. Medals will be awarded, records will be kept. But none of that captures what truly mattered in those hours. That when everything threatened to collapse, one man continued to move forward. He never set out to become a legend, but on that battlefield in Normandy, through resolve, sacrifice, and unflinching courage, he changed the fate of the men beside him. He never set out to become a legend, But on that battlefield in Normandy, through resolve, sacrifice, and unflinching courage, he changed the fate of the men beside him. That was the legacy of Jack Churchill.